At the Sarofsky Labs freelancing panel, one of the many things we discussed was how to best manage clients once you've got them. Here are some of the highlights.
CRM. We use that language because CRM, client relationship management.
I was like, I don't even know what that was.
This is such a nerdy sales thing, but you are salespeople.
Yep.
Yeah.
You are selling yourself. You need to track who you're talking to, when you're talking to them, how you corresponded, when you next need to correspond with them.
And I don't know how other people do it. Is it an Excel sheet? There are very expensive CRM softwares out there, like Salesforce, database platforms. But yeah, it just says like when you last contacted that person, what was the interaction like? You know, when should I follow up? And sometimes they give you little alerts. Not sure if anybody's using any of that, but it is important for sure.
Does anybody here use MailTrack? Yeah. That was a game changer for me.
Oh, yeah.
We were
Yeah.
shocked.
I was just telling him, they didn't know what it was. I was like, Duarte, you just opened an email I sent you 6 months ago.
And
He was like,
I
what?
don't like this at all.
And
It's a secret weapon. Yep.
that was
Secret
really
weapon.
amazing to learn about that, because now you know if they open your email, you know if they click on something, you know when to hassle them.
I knew that there was something
Yeah.
that told you, oh, my email has been received, but I didn't know that it told you every time you open
When you
that
click,
email.
yeah.
So how often do you tell people about it?
Never. We were going over things to talk
we were
about.
going over it. And
I was like, by the way.
genuinely like,
I feel like
He felt so,
Yeah.
so violated,
Been
but it's
a
great
ruse.
because I remember if you're opening up an old conversation we had, I know you're thinking of me. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, so if you don't have MailTrack, get it.
then I was laughing because like we're working on this movie and Lyndsay did some work on it and I had to update some of the files. And I kept going back to her email. So all I can imagine is when she's talking, I'm like, oh, she knows I updated her file.
Yeah. I was like,
I was clicking on that
project is back. Okay, I wonder if they're using my boards. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's
That
huge.
just makes you think like how many people are actually using this software, and then it's really like, oh, I should write back. I should, say something else.
Yeah.
But, you know, Google Documents, putting all that information, and I have a little like client document list. So this person reached out to me this date, so I know, I remember. You know, it's really hard to remember that stuff. So I just love Google Docs. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
We do.
If you're organized, you could just use Gmail too, because like the key is like you remember the list of things. They have to know you exist. They have to like you. They have to trust you. Then there has to be a job right then that they can hire you on. And so the timing may just not work out. But like if you can remember to reach back out to them in 3 months, then you have a better memory than me. But if you go to like, I think it's built into Gmail now. You used to have a plugin. You don't anymore. You can snooze an email for 3 months and it'll pop back up.
yeah.
You know. I even do things sometimes where like I'll reach out to someone and they'll be like, I'm too busy right now. Can you reach out again in 2 weeks? I'll write the email right then and schedule it for 2 weeks, right? So you can sort of hack your memory to do all of this stuff for you, or you can get really sophisticated and you can sign up for HubSpot and like automate all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
It would freak you out, Duarte, if you knew like all that. Would freak you out.
I would say like once a client hires you, whether it's for like a pro bono job here or like a really substantial hefty job where they're paying you and you're all excited, you're doing the rain dance, the money rain dance, they own you. And fuck, those people with the least amount of money, I don't know what it is about them, but they are the hardest to manage. They're like, I got nothing, but I got all the time in the world. And you're like, actually, how about you got nothing in 2 days? Because that's what nothing buys you, which is a lot more than it would buy you somewhere else. So, I mean, like you teach people how to treat you. So if you're going to take a job for nothing, they're going to take very good advantage of it.
Another thing I heard and I started doing, but rather than doing something for cheap, do it for free, and then they don't own you.
That's a little bit better, actually.
Yeah.
It's because you can kind of set the paradigm a little bit stronger. And the paradigm would be, oh, that's great. It has to be giving an absolute deadline is the only way. Okay, whatever happens, it has to be done by Friday because my whole team is booked after that. So after Friday, like if you don't want to wait for another God knows how long, like that's when it has to be done. So it kind of gives them like, you know, a paradigm for abuse, you know?
A lot of times, like when people come to us with the creative that simply does not make any sense and they just go around and around and you just feel they don't know what they want at all. So it's like, am I going to be able to solve this problem for them by coming up with new creative, or is this going to be something that's not going to go well?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you don't want to take the chance.
Right.
Okay.
Like going to an
Solid.
architect and going, I want a house. And he's like, okay, great. Give me a little more info. And you're like, it could be a one-room cabin, or it could be a townhouse in New York, or it could be shock me. That's never going to
You
end
just
well.
feel like things are not
Yeah.
making sense or adding
Oh
up,
my
and
God.
the styles are all over the place, and like,
Yeah.
no, they don't really know.
And even the phone call, like we've had amazing phone calls, and we had phone calls where we were like, what was that? Like, what did that? That's going to be indicative of how how a job
How
with
it's gonna
somebody is
go.
going to go. You know what I mean? Like, I love when we have a call and it's like, yeah, we talk a little bit about work, maybe some software. Then, you know, they're like, oh, I met somebody that knows you. Oh, how they doing? And then like, you don't even realize it, but you've just talked to this person for 35, 40 minutes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Totally
It just
cool.
goes so smoothly. Yeah. A lot of times it's just a conversation about nothing
Anything.
related to motion graphics. Sometimes
Yeah.
it starts off as like what you did
Yeah.
last night, or
Yeah.
you know, how's your weekend? And that's kind of where you get the sense that I could spend the day with this person talking about
Yeah.
work.
Anything. Yeah.
If you want to learn more about freelancing in the world of motion design, check out the Freelance Manifesto, available in paperback or Kindle formats. And check out SarofskyLabs.com to find out when their next live session will be held. Make sure to subscribe if you like what you saw here, and thanks again for watching. We'll see you for part 4.